Hi everyone, this is Maria's Budgeting. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. So today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for the third week of May. So today I'm going to be checking in from the 13th all the way through the 18th. So let's go ahead and get started. So my first transaction is going to be for restaurants, and that is going to be for Chick-fil-A. And that was a total of $20 for that transaction. Moving on, I also did use my beauty sinking fund, and that was for a deposit on my eyelash extensions. In order for me to book the appointment, I do have to send a $15 deposit. Since I did book both of my appointments for the month of June, I did have to send $30 to her. So that is coming out of beauty. I also did pay my sister for my Foodieland ticket, and that came out of my miscellaneous cash envelope, and that was a total of $7 for that transaction. And then I also did use my restaurant's cash envelope for the food that I did get at Foodieland. My boyfriend got a baked potato and a slushie. He paid for that, and then I got some pupusas, and that cost me $13 for that transaction, since that was the only thing that I bought was some pupusas and a drink. So that cost me $13, and that would be it for the 13th. Moving on to the 14th, I did use my holidays sinking fund, and that was for my mom's Mother's Day gift, which I just gave her money because I didn't really know what to get her. I know that it's not very thoughtful to just give her money, but I think it's just better for me to give her money than to actually buy her a gift. So that is what I did. And then I also did go to Safeway, and I spent $38 for my groceries cash envelope. I did buy some grocery items, but I also did buy her flowers, and I just included it in my grocery and transaction. That worked for me, and that's what I did. I did go get my eyelashes done, so I needed to pay her the rest of the money plus tip, and that cost me $90, which is coming out of my beauty sinking fund. So that would be it for I have two more transactions for the 14th. So one of them is spending for Starbucks, and that cost me $7 for a drink. And then my next one was for another grocery transaction, which was at La Superior, and that cost me $6 on that same day. So moving on to the 15th, I did go to the lake, and I had to pay for parking, and that the parking did cost me $6. So that came out of my miscellaneous cash envelope. And I also did get Carl's Jr., which is coming out of my dates cash envelope. And that was a total of $22 for that transaction. We did go to the lake to fish, but we have not been lucky to catch anything. So that was it on the 15th. On the 16th, I did use my restaurant's cash envelope again, and that was for Sonic, and that did cost me $30 for that transaction. And then on the 17th, it was a no spend day. So I'm going to mark that here. And then on the 18th, I did have to get some gas, and I just pumped $20 worth of gas, and that was at Chevron. All right, so those are all of my transactions for the 3rd week of May. So I am going to go to my weekly check-in spread, and we are going to go ahead and check in. So I'm going to just draw some lines on the plus column because I didn't add any money to my envelopes this week. But of course I did use some money, so let's go ahead and check in. So first I have dates, and it was only one dates transaction, which was for Carl's Jr., and that was 22. So I spent 22, and I only had $10 remaining the previous week. So that means that I was negative, so I have to put negative 12. If only my pen works. Let me find a different one. I do have to put negative 12 in my remaining column since I was over budget. Oh, it's very ugly, but I guess it will work. Moving on to gas. I think I'm also over budget. I pumped $20 worth of gas. So I spent 20, and I only had $12 remaining last week. So that means that I'm also negative $8. Okay, so moving on to groceries, I think I have 2 or 3 transactions. So I have La Superior for 6, and then Safeway for 38, which will be 44. Yes, $44 spent. And I had 95 remaining the previous week. So 95 minus 44 is 51 remaining. Moving on to miscellaneous, I do have 2 transactions, so Foodieland for 7 and then parking for 6, so that is a total of 13. And I did have 17, so that means that I have $4 remaining. Moving on to restaurants, I do have Sonic for 30. We have a couple. We have 13 for Foodieland, and then we have 20 for Chick-fil-A, which is 20, 30, 33, and then 30, which is 63. And of course I'm over budget, so I had 52 and I spent 63, so that is $11 over budget. So I need to mark down negative 11. And then moving on to spending, I did have Starbucks for 7, and that would be all for spending. My pen's dying on me, and then this one doesn't work either. And last week for spending I had 12, so that means that I have $5 remaining. And then for fun, that one's just out of place. It's going to be nothing, and then for budgeted, nothing. All right, so very, very messy spread, but let's go ahead and move the planner to the side. I'm going to go ahead and bring out my wallet, and we are going to go ahead and start the unstuffing process. The only thing that I have unmarked is my sinking fund transactions, so we're good to go for the unstuffing. I did mention in the last video that I do have a new binder. These are available in my Etsy shop if you guys are interested. The link is going to be down below in the description box. I do have a couple of colors available on my shop. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I have dates, and we are going to remove all $10 since that is all we have. So we are negative 12. Moving on to fun, we don't have anything. And then we have gas, which we are removing all, was it 12? 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, since we are negative as well. Moving on to groceries. This is the one that we're not negative in. So we are unstuffing 44. So I have 20, 40. And then we have 45. And we spent 44, so I'm going to take back 1. So we should have 51. 20, 40, 50, and 51. Moving on to miscellaneous. We are unstuffing 13, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. $4 remaining in miscellaneous. Moving on to restaurants. I am unstuffing 63, but we are negative. So we are technically unstuffing 20, 40, 51, and 2. 52 since we are negative 11. And then we are unstuffing 7 in fun, which I skipped. No, spending. Sorry, spending. We are unstuffing 7. So we have 11. So I'm just going to put all of this back and take a 5. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out all of the money that I have in my cash envelopes. So nothing here. We only have groceries with 51. And then we have miscellaneous with 4 and spending with 5. So I'm going to move this to the side for a bit and let's see how much we have in these envelopes or remaining for the week. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. We have $60 here, and we overspent by 12, 8, and 11, which is 31. So I'm going to go ahead and take out 31, and that is how much I owe myself for the week, for my overspending for the week. So I'm going to take all of this, and I'm going to take out 100. This is a 100 that we started with to make change. I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to see how much I should have in this pile since I took out all of the money that I owed myself. So I think I did this wrong. 22, 20, 44, 13, 63, and 7. That is 169. So let's see. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, and 71. Okay, let me calculate again. So we have 22, 20, 44, 13, 63, and 7. 169. Let me count again. Maybe I did this wrong. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71. Yeah, I keep getting 171, but I'm not really sure why. It's possible that I did everything right. I'm not really sure. So we had 60 remaining, and then we took out 12, 8, and 11. 60 remaining minus 12, 8, and 11. That will leave me with 29. So this is what I should have here. 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Okay, so we do have 29 remaining for the week. So if you guys didn't watch my last video, I was over budget by $15 when I got my fishing license. So I'm going to use this money to pay myself back for that license. So I owe myself 15. I'm going to go ahead and take the 20, and I'm going to bring back 5. So I now have 10, 11, 12, 13, $14 remaining in my cash envelopes. So that is going to go into my saving challenges when I stuff my cash envelopes for the next upcoming week. Since this paycheck is over, this pay period is over, so I don't no longer need that money for the week since I am getting paid. So I'm going to move on to the sinking funds though, since I do have to pay myself back for that, but I don't have them written down. So I am just going to go to the spread, and I will go ahead and write down the sinking funds at a later point. So first I have deposit, and that would be from my beauty sinking fund. So we have $30, and then we also have another one, which is my eyelashes for $90. So that's a total of $120. Yeah, $120, which I for sure can let you guys know right now that I don't have $120 in that fund. So I'm going to take out what I have, which is 50, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, and 93. So if I take out 93, that means that I'm negative 27 in that envelope. So I'm just going to put that to the side. And I do have to write myself a sticky note for that. So I have a sticky note that I owe 27, and that is going into my beauty sinking fund. I always owe myself money for beauty. So I need to get better at actually budgeting the amount needed, but I will go ahead and work on that. So that is it for this binder. But I do have to go to the other one so I can unstuff my holiday envelope as well. So here is holidays, and we are unstuffing $100. So we have 50, 70, 90, and 100. So I have 5, 10, and 15 in holidays. And I probably should have moved the tray out of the way, but yeah, 50, 70, 90, and 100. So that is also going to be taken back to the bank to pay myself back for that transaction. And I'm going to go ahead and mark off those sinking fund transactions. Since I have paid them back, I can do deposit. Grab the pen that doesn't work. Let me see if this one works. Nope. And then I guess I will go ahead and leave the eyelashes one not marked off, since I do owe myself $27 more. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that one like that. But overall, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.